France, and the C-Day landings, as opposed to D-Day landings, C being for 6th day, and those poor old frogs, they don't know what's going to hit their golf courses.
And here's the motley crew tucking into a hearty breakfast.
Yeah.
I hope
Pretty awake then.
I hope it goes down better than it's going to come up.
More strength within his grip. He tries to take his left hand and turn it left. We call it motorcycle grip. He tries to take his right hand underneath the grip. He feels very strong at this position, but in fact, it's a weak position.
Alan? Ken?
Thank you very much.
Bill?
Our first glance at the itinerary.
Is Mick looking alert as ever?
He speaks punishing training schedules, that's what it is.
Yeah, it's a big build up, the whole pays off.
Here we are at last at the first venue for the Ryder Cup. And the gang are getting ready to play.
And then after a hard-fought contest in which Bill and myself were at 1.3 holes ahead, we managed to skillfully lose it by 1 hole, thanks to us both going into the bunker on the last. So not a very successful Ryder Cup. What's going to happen next day at Omaha Beach? Who knows?
Motley crew. Oh, he looks lovely.
Colin, you're supposed to be the official photographer.
Bonjour.
Oh, he's a typical Frenchman. He looks like a blogger.
Welcome to Omaha Beach. This is where we kicked ass in 1944.
And Brian hopes he's going to kick arse again today, but
Absolutely.
You can dream
We'll
on.
win today.
Dream on.
Win.
To be continued.
super hotel, excellent facilities, and allegedly extremely good golf. Well, the setting certainly looks attractive. This is a hole just in front of the hotel. Here's the restaurant where many a bottle of wine has been quaffed. And the difficult practice screen. Rear view of the hotel. And the easier of the two practice screens. Brian trying to work out how to fiddle the scores.
No, this is bench striking style.
Oh. Okay. Gonna burn up the course today then, Frank?
If I burn it as well as I burned it yesterday, it'll be a very wet business.
Oh well, just stick to the videos, Frank.
Be interesting.
Yep.
Went up again. Oh,
I think it was the right decision to stay here though.
Frank, about this bet we had. You want to play it downhill this course?
yeah.
own video.
Got some insignificant assistance.
Just goes on. You go to the house.
Said, can I help you, sir? I have a pair of size 12 golf shoes. Maybe it was the, no, it was the Pro. It was the Pro. Probably the golf was like, it was the Pro as the golf shop in Harrow. A pair of size 12 golf shoes. This was called across the shop to his assistant, Harry, whatever his name was. His size 12. Russell. Opened the box. There's a pair of size 12s here, but they're both left shoes.
We found that.
Which I was, well, that's not bloody good for the most tremendous hook. But I.
Two things he does. And I don't know how to it's like a situation for it.
They're drinking their own.
Straight up in the air.
Gradually, we got involved with them.
From that position, it just goes straight up. And it does that. I should imagine how it will really there's whatever it is. There's only 9 holes, so you've got 2 par 3s on the first hole. So there's only 4 par 3s. There's only 2 par 3s, so there's one to long one and one to short one. So therefore he's using a 5 wood or 3 wood to give it 5.
That makes a difference between 12 and 15 over.
We were playing the scratch today, and yet normally we go along with 12 over, and you know, that's right. Having more comes from the silver.
We were because it was a nice day. Drinking alcohol. Two of us, we ordered a couple of beers, got the bar, and one of us got down several.
It's a bloody risk of that. Unless you take risks. There's no one 7 rules. You get a win and a play. Really?
Playing as a team makes you because
I mean, we had a lot of opportunities, a lot of chances. One was long down the other level.
And I embellished it a little bit because you're allowed to. I told them that there was a social and he was caught making love to the captain's wife in a bunker beside the 18th green. And he was thrown out of the club for it. And they said, oh, he would be. I said, no, it wasn't that. It wasn't the fact that it was he didn't rake the sand up. And they said, oh, really? No, they think we're so bloody stuffy about golf, you see. He was actually... Fair enough, yeah, he didn't rake the bloody sand.
It's just what the guys have got to tell. We could have said, many reviews out of the rain.
Recording now.
That wasn't the one, folks. Okay, watch that Jack Nicklaus video on the coast. Now Gordon's going to show us how it should be done after that crappy effort by me. Trickling down there. I suspect that might be in the bunker, I'm afraid. This is the famous
views from there. Now about halfway down the fairway, coming in towards the green. We're on the green, which is surrounded by bunkers. I know all about them. I've been in 3 so far. Here's a view from the edge, just past the green. The harbour. As you view it is.
How many tapes have you got, Ken?
Plenty of tape. It's the batteries I'm a bit short on. My last battery, so.
I've got to charge it.
Have you? Okay.
But it's typical, you know, I had to drive beautifully. It all stood there with right, sorry, just ripped one left, just turned it over. Big power all over. Yeah.
Things are picked up here in the Ryder Cup. Here picking up umbrellas all around the course. You got it. This is a joke. No, this is golf.
No, the golf's the joke.
Oh dear. It's just a light shower. I think it's going to blow over in about 4 hours.
Go, smile.
You're a candid camera.
I've lost a little enthusiasm.
Don't be a wimp. We're not complaining in here.
His game went to pieces on the 18th when Ken sat behind the green with the camera.
Yeah, that's why 3-putt, was it? Jacko's looking even more happy now.
I know what's going to happen. I'm going to get my waterproof in the summer.
Missed again.
We're both not scratched because we're both on 24 handicap machine.
Yes,
I tell you what, that worked out well.
Brian, everybody wave to Brian. Hello, Brian.
This is obviously fairly late on day one. There's Clarky. This is Omaha Beach. There's Gareth. Hello, Gareth.
I'm not smiling for you.
No, you're not. That's true.
Brian, that was your beer, was it?
I haven't got a beard, guys.
When you see
You wouldn't know, you know. Just a normal drink with one of his allies.
It's a very heavy conversation going on.
We're talking about Siberian trains and you don't know how lucky we are, mate.
You used to wake up in the middle of the night in a sweat. You know,
a lot of passion going on here.
Oh, heavy.
we couldn't even think
I had to find out where it was.
And what do we get?
we're going to get bacon next door.
the coffee, CNC.
Do we have to pay extra for the coffee?
What's going on, Frank? Are you winning?
No,
definitely not.
Oh dear.
Can you play with a bloke whose country's men wear
Who's in that school?
We'd already tipped him for the wine as much as they charge for the coffee.
It's supposed to be a golfing weekend. Here they are playing cards. There's nothing exciting going on over there. What's happening here?
Deauville.
Oh my God.
Do you want to see my injury, Brian?
Well, yes, just show us your injury.
Will it show up my big bruise?
I wouldn't be surprised. I've got the blue filter on.
This fella said he was waiting for the girl last night in the zone.
A what?
A Rodgers zone. He said, how do you know that? He said, well, she kicked me up the line.
There, Brian.
Where is it? Oh, we'll zoom in on that. No, oh, that's not a pretty sight, is it?
No, it isn't, is it?
No.
Put it away.
You know what? Coincident with that, the battery's gone flat. I wonder why. On Friday afternoon at Omaha Beach on the Etang course, and there's no prize for guessing who this is from the trousers. It's my driver, E.T., looking resplendent, and we've just finished playing the scramble and we've come out to get a picture of one or two of the boys, and I think the next match is just coming up the fairway here. This is the last hole on this 9, par 4, a real whack up the hill here. Zoom in on these guys, they've just driven. I'm not sure who this is. Is it? Steady Eddie. Derek Pullett. And I'm not sure who the third member is. And we'll pick them up in a minute. Yeah, it might be Ken. So anyway, we'll catch up with them and watch them play their second shots. There we are, watching them play their second shot. How's it gone, fellas? What's the score?
I think we're about 4 over, 3 or 4 over.
How did you do?
That's Captain Eddie. We were 1 under.
1 under?
And missed 1 or 2 silly ones as well.
What have we got here?
And we'll just come back down behind you here and
That's 1-1. Yeah. It says 162 from the bottom there, so you've got about 182.
it's a long way. It's flat over the top though when you get up there. There's Derek. And Captain Steady Eddie.
Same place. What have you got, Frank? Yeah?
And Frank Taylor, third member of the trio. Not one of your best, Frank. See you later, boys.
Yeah,
Dinner's at 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock?
Yeah, we put it back half an hour.
And what time are we going uptown?
After then.
Okay, so I'm inclined to say.
So here we are with the next match. How's it going, boys?
An angel with only 1 ball.
Score?
3 over.
Yeah.
Not so good.
Ryan Jackson, Bill McCarty, and Andy. 8th hole. Too good. Difficult hole. Difficult hole. Big drive into the wind and green cut into the pond.
Come on, get in, you beauty! Yeah! Hey! Let's try that high five.
Well, you waited for the camera. You waited for the camera.
Can you follow us to the next hole?
That's the second putt we've hold out 2 holes.
Well done, boys. What's your score?
Level.
You got what? Here we are. Tony, Martin, Stan. How's it going, boys?
Not very well at all.
score?
Can you have your permission to stop now, please?
Is it that good, is it?
Yes. We don't want it now. Okay, the single figures.
Which hole is this?
7th.
7th. Par 3.
Par 3.
Uphill.
With the wind.
I want you to know I hit a 6 iron and it was perfect.
Extremely conservative golfers.
You're still a bit on your glasses.
Thank you, Tony. Just been yelled at from the other tee.
That's going to look good today, I think.
They were the pre-tournament.
Got one limp on it.
How's it going, Frank? How's it going?
Absolutely awful.
Oh dear. Which one are you going to play? It's the question.
How's your finish up?
1 under.
1 under. Dead? 6 over.
You look a bit tired, Lee.
Sorry?
Look a bit tired.
Right. I haven't had so much fun since Frank asked you what Chester and Chandler meant all the way up to Sandlands.
Ah, good shot. Good shot. What's the score, boys?
All the way under.
Yes, here we are. The 8th hole, or the 17th on the course as we've played it. Second shot. These boys have hit a massive drive down here. John about to play first. No pressure. Good swing. Good swing. Good shot, John. Good shot, but I hate you. You're catching us. Dan Cheshire there. Got one on the green as well. Bob, cack-handed. Pretty good shot. Captain Frank Rogers. How's it gone, Frank?
Oh, very nice. Enjoyed it.
Good. What's your score?
Plus something.
Plus something. And the master of understatement as always. We're going to come up and watch you play your next shot here.
One to lose it then. There was one that came off.
You lost your 40-year-old ball, Frank. Okay, so Frank Rogers, Gareth Davies and Brent Oakey. If Gareth gets out of the way, I can capture this shot here. This is the 9th again, over the hill. Bit of a daunting shot up there.
I'll leave the second shot to you, Gareth.
Me again, is it?
Right.
About to move round here for the south bore.
Gareth's been playing excellent. That's some lovely second shots. Oh shit. Look at that. Did you ever get a better shot than that?
I don't know where it went, but it sounded great.
Straight at the marker.
Straight at the marker over the middle.
You get that one, Brian?
I did, Gareth. You need to hit another one like that and you'll be there. We are at the green at the 7th hole. Mick Rudkin, Rowan Frost and Alan English have just driven and are walking up the fairway. Here they come. A serious pair of legs that Rowan is sporting today. And they've got one here beside the green, which I suspect is the one they're going to play. Chip and run to the pin. We'll await the decision.
You can hear what was that? On the tape.
Oh. Did you get that?
Great shot. I got that. I got it. Good. Okay, Alan, show us what you're made of. Look at this man. A touch like a midwife. And rudders. Now these boys like the camera.
We played with an audience. Yeah. Who did you say is level, Brian?
John Anderson and two others.
You'll have to swear on telly. A bit stronger, same line. Sharp. He does listen.
And there it is.
I think Chase Brian, you think the tape's gone funny, in fact. It's actually Rowan with the makeup on. Doing his Marceau impression.
John and Co. And I think they're level par at the moment. Here for two. Which means if they manage to get down in two from here, that'll be a birdie. This is the 18th par 5 up the hill. They get down in two from here, they'll win the scramble. Here in two, John. Well, I calculate down in two for the money from here. all about. Trying to get
Hey.
the stupid little ball into the stupid hole.
Thank you, chaps.
Well done. Well played. Well played. Well played. Thanks, John. Well played. Well played. Well played. Well done.
And there they go. The intrepid golfers. You wouldn't be going for a pint by any chance?
Yeah. You must have set you one up.
Okay, so here we are in front of the clubhouse at Omaha Beach. And the boys are down here, imbibing in a little sustenance after our afternoon round.
Come, Brian. Jacko didn't score enough.
Where is the dear boy?
He's only here. Here.
Mr. Jackson, how did you get on, Mr. Jackson?
There he is.
Yes, I will pay you. I'd like to see the card authenticated. But,
Brian, you're not giving up dentistry quite yet then?
I think
Brian, you can see the
Bob Rankin here, who's our organiser and driver. A scratch golfer himself, I might add. God, he hasn't played, he should show us all that. A remarkably good cheer given the end of 36 holes today.
Did you have your job?
Here we are in the dining room. This is where we will be eating this evening. And the bar. Another bar down in the hotel. This is the golf club bar. Bob Stewart here. And well earned pint.
This sea area does something.
I tell you what, the French girls play well. 16 points this morning, Frank. That was good. Good game, wasn't it? More or less Welsh chap. Yeah. That Scottish chap, Phil. It's worthwhile saying it loud. Yeah, go. I think we're going to call him Legs McCarty.
I played with him this morning. I played with him this morning.
The lake again.
We've had a couple of
Here we are at the start of the last evening, and just before we start dinner I'd just like to show you guys all of the lovely prizes. I can't tell you how depressing it is to know that when you look at all these dozens of prizes that I haven't won any of them.
Monsieur Le Poseur.
Yes, Mum, of course I won't forget the Cronenberg.
was won by Solo Prize, which was horse number 7. And who had 107? You don't know, but it was Martin Ted.
Now smoke.
So we went 6 and absent friends. Yes, Brian. Yes, and those who had can carry on.
A toast, please, to 6 and absent friends.
Yeah.
6 and I was absent.
You've been successful in driving most of the clientele out. I think they're probably German. There's a towel on a seat over here, so.
Tell the French version, Jack, then that'll get them.
Yes. Right, here we are, CIGS XV. We had to count the shields on it to figure out what this is. But this is CIGS XV, which means never work with animals, children, and background music.
Nice prize, Brian.
This is CIGS XV, which is 7.5 years, because there's 2 a year, and the mathematicians amongst you will manage to figure out that CIGS XV is 7.5. What I'm going to start with is 1 or 2 words of thanks Merci beaucoup. That's good, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm impressed, yeah.
Right, try French next time.
I'll do the gags. With any luck at all.
He's seen you on telly.
I'm going to start with one or two words of thanks because there's a lot of work gone into putting this thing together. And I'd like to start by thanking Bob Rankin from Solid Golf. Bob has been our contact in organising this thing. We've had one or two bits of fun. My belt's plenty loose enough, thank you. I don't need any more laxatives. So if you could get us home tomorrow in something like one piece, that would be much obliged. Thank you very much, Bob. I know it's been an interesting experience for you. It has for us. We spent a little bit of time working together. And I think, all in all, it's gone very well. Karen, thank you very much for tolerating us as well. And more, Bob. There's one consolation. If it wasn't for my dad and John Wayne, this lot would be speaking German. Anyway.
Think about it.
Now you bring the bill. Wonderful timing. You're having lessons from my wife. Anyway, if you could, with all sincerity, pass on our thanks to the club. The course is superb. It's immaculate given the weather conditions that have been, and we've had a great time. Thank you very much.
Stephen, what's it like?
Waggett are parasitic upon this trip. In the nicest possible way.
Paralytic. Right. They're called the Mistletoe Kids, aren't they?
Mistletoe Kids, absolutely. And thank you for joining us. I hope you've enjoyed. I hope you've enjoyed it. I would like to comment that I think that an extra special thanks is due to George Waggett for loaning David the marginally better jacket of the two. It's actually a rather close run thing. I think all in all, well. And there is one other point that I would like to make. There is one other point I would like to make for the record, David, and that is that irrespective of where the steering wheel is, the throttle is always on the right.
I told you, George.
Oh, dear.
You let yourself in.
I know it. But it was a good deal, right? And finally, in the fourth level of thanks, really has to go to Rowan's mum.
For dressing him so well. She's done well.
Because according to the
record,
when the masses were assembled in Glemsford in the pub, Rowan's mum was checking that he had his underwear, and presumably you have. And there is one slight criticism. I think that we really ought to question your mum's taste in shorts.
She doesn't know what she's not. Did she not met the typograph?
I mean, it must have spent hours. I mean, Eddie spent hours turning up those horrible tartan trousers, right? And you spent hours taking the elastic at the bottom of those because normally they're kind of gathered around the legs.
I'm the only guy that evening that didn't try and give her one.
We're coming to that. That's further down the sheet. Now, had those shorts had the elastic in the legs, that would have been very handy because Jackson could have warned them on the 9th tee, which was the 18th tee this afternoon, and then whatever the gaseous, you know, ejection that came out of him wouldn't have escaped. Okay, because you may have noticed it was rather quiet on the 9th, and we know why. Okay, so that's enough of the thanks. The wine that was provided earlier, which seems to have now gone completely astray, is they get the tabs sorted out for this. There'll be more organisation in this than Jackson's horse race. But the original wine that was provided was the bus for CIGS 14, which didn't turn up. So you got to believe this, okay? We organised a bus for our last event, okay? Here we are, spread out across North Essex and South Suffolk at various points of the compass, no bus, okay? So when we checked with he organised it. When we checked with the bus company, they said, "Oh, we're very sorry, we forgot." We forgot. We're going to invade the beach. Oh, we forgot. So the wine was the bus.
Bless them.
So if you're expecting a discount on the next one, don't hold your breath because we spent it.
Have some friends. Beastons.
Absolutely.
They'll always have some beastons.
We've done a little bit of work with Bob, and we're thinking about planning some future event. Bob is threatening to take it to 3 countries. I think he did bloody well to find this one.
No, come on. He's not Irish.
Wait, you're not home yet. You behave yourself.
Rewind the tape.
I got the evidence.
He is threatening to take us to 3 countries. Belgium.
Germany and Holland.
Yeah, good, that's right. Yeah. And so we're working on that. But before that is CIGS 16, which John reliably informs me is at Bungay. There's a certain historical connection with Bungay because those of you who have played with Newton, and most of you have done, old Arthur Davey, the old pro at Newton, was the pro at Bungay many years ago. So anyway, Bungay CIGS 16 is by coincidence on September the 16th, which is a Friday at Bungay. There'll be a note going out about that, but that's when it is.
Can we have the bus come via Kent?
Oh, Christ.
Can we have a bus?
Yeah.
Can the bus come? The bus!
Which is back to the video.
Yeah, they're called coaches, aren't they?
Yes.
They're not buses.
I'm not worried what it is.
Excuse me, Brian. I'm thinking Bambi's to everything here. Everything should be. It is a coach.
A coach. I'll make a note of that bloody fuss. Okay, now there are some CIGS quotes.
Can you spell Shalabang?
Shalabang. There are some quotes. There are some.
Should have been another 40 miles further north.
There are anywhere north of Watford, right? They're all fine. Anyway, there are some quotes which will go in. Tony has proposed that these are named Cigarisms, and there are 1 or 2 quotes. I have to concede to one personally. Earlier on in the organisation here, in a moment of weakness, and after about a gallon and a half of Abbott, I was heard to quote that we'll be in trouble when we go to France because all of the yardages are in metres.
Me Irish.
And it's still funny, Brian.
I know. I know. Some of these are a little tainted now because we've been done. But Frank Regis, bless him, yesterday when I was out with the movie camera, asked Frank how he was doing. He said, "Oh, it was very good. I've had a very enjoyable time." You know, he was dragging himself along at the time. I had a really good time. And I said, this was a scramble match. I said, "What's the score, Frank?" He said, "Oh, I don't know. We're plus something." True. That's a cigarette. Which is
on the ball as ever.
Stan Cheshire allegedly never hits a low ball, and managed today or whenever today to hit a low ball. And Tony said, "You know, Stan, I've never ever seen you hit a low ball before." And Paul said, "The only reason he hit a low ball is because the ground was high." And for me, the absolute classic was we were by the 18th green this evening, and I managed to drag E.T. et al. Out of here to come and welcome in the rest of the members. And I said to E.T., "Now, what were you doing sitting in there? Because you should be out here. You know, you should be out here welcoming the members." And he said, "Well," he said, "we were here," he said, "but when we got back, nobody was here." Okay? And then it emerged, of course, that he was the first one out.
These Suffolk boys have got something.
I know.
He's not Suffolk, he's Suffolk. He comes from London. He's London.
I know. And the young stags, of course, did the town last night. They did actually go into a club, and there were apparently 12 people in the club. There was only one woman in the club, and she was the one that took Paul's coat. Well, that stands. So,
Yes, it didn't have the wallet.
So that's about it. And there's one other quote from again from Bob Rankin, which is, quote unquote, "You old boys like a drink, don't you?" Right.
Isn't he very observant?
Brian, may I just tell the assembly about yours?
I don't remember doing one.
We were out this morning, and he said, I wouldn't say this course is playing long, but I've shaved twice.
Felt like it was the long way around. Okay, so yes.
It went all right, the rehearsal.
No, it didn't.
We have a very special prize here that was donated by Bob Stewart, and we agonised over who to give this prize to. It's unique in that it's got the courses on that we played, except that we didn't play all of them. There was a slight reshuffling here. Anyway, that's by the by. That's by the by. And we decided that that there was one very special event which is coincident with our event here, and that is today is Michael's birthday. So here you are. This is it.
I'll just take you must put it on.
You have to wear it, okay? This is the rest of your CIGS European Tour 1994, and it's almost bloody accurate. It's got bleeding Stoneville on it.
Not.
Omaha Beach. And Bungie. You have to be busy. Okay, so you're going to put this on. Thank you. Bob, thank you very much.
Can we have one in green?
Ryan, may I offer my room up for the night, please? Because Mick says he always gets a shag on his birthday.
You work in management. I actually saw a bloke out there raking bunkers. It actually didn't look too bad. Frank retained it actually. This is so you get another one. Well played. Well done, Brent.
Brent Oakley nearest the pin. 395 centimetres.
Third place with the best CIGS first round was Brian Jackson. 31 points off the scores. There are those that said he would never do it.
Favourite last, Jackson?
Very much.
Well done, Brian.
I'm touched, I think.
Rather appropriate.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Throw that in first, we get over. John mentioned that since he bought it, there was actually an ulterior motive, and that was one of these days you'll fill the bloody thing up with something decent.
Well, I did. I pissed in it last year.
Well done. Paul winning this back score yet again for all Janice.
If you want to lose it, don't turn up the next meeting.
Pounds with 58 points, playing off a handicap of 18 was Rowan Frost.
Do you think Mum will like that?
And the shorts?
Yes.
No.
My mum will be pleased.
It's her colour. And second, with an aggregate score of 59 points, playing off a handicap of 21, was Eddie Oakley. Trophy here, which was donated by Bob and Solid Golf. So you get to keep this. Yes. Okay. So
But this is what we back.
This is low. Frank with his traditional magnanimity to present the prizes to the winning team. Thank you, Frank.
Thank you. Well, I'm quite delighted to be the honour of presenting these prizes. As you know, for the last couple of years, the Annie Oakleys have been somewhat in the background. I wouldn't like to say that there've been any sort of underhand movements. But as far as my own experience is concerned, I was thrown on the first tee without anything to eat. Not even a pint of beer to wash. And I had to stagger through the whole afternoon, hoping that somehow or other someone would present me with one or other of these particular things, which are, as you know, are very essential to any young boy.
My message is with quotes here.
Suggesting that there was any skullduggery. We did.
Are you saying that he was nobbled?
We quite easily on the two previous occasions, and I hope that the next time that we will be able to put all this to right. But in that case, let me say that I'm delighted to have the honour of presenting the prize to my old friend Eddie Oakley. I might like to make just one remark about it, and that is that I'm afraid for certain reasons, it has not been possible to put on to the prize the inscriptions that show that the Jolly Rogers were there for the last 2 years.